The developers released a new support tank named Chip. And today we will talk about his abilities and decide whether he is good or bad and how he can impact the meta. Sorry if we haven't been uploading lately, there's just a lot of things going on right now. Promise more videos will be uploaded soon. Let's kick things off with his skills. His passive skill is called Snack Time. And as appropriately named, how it works is Chip finishes off a bag of chips which regenerates his HP by 150 plus a certain percentage. This skill automatically activates after 5 seconds of leaving combat and has a fixed 5-second cooldown. Personally, I don't find his passive skill remarkable. It has too many conditions. First is Chip has to be out of combat for 5 seconds. Second, he only regenerates HP after eating 5 handfuls of chips. This basically means he only regenerates out of combat every 10 seconds. 5 seconds cooldown time and 5 seconds casting time. I think it could have been better if they gave Chip a passive skill that works better with his other skills. Let me further elaborate as we go through the rest of the skills. His first skill is called Crash Course. This is his primary damage source, which not only inflicts damage to all enemies within its range, but also marks enemies and allows Chip's next basic attack to deal damage from a greater distance. Marked enemies that are attacked by Chip detonate them, which then inflicts a stun for a short period of time. It's a decent skill. It's also a pretty good damage dealer since it scales based on how high the target's max HP. The greater their max HP, the greater the damage this skill inflicts. It's also a good teamfight ability because of its wide range and short but useful stun effect. Overtime is his second skill, which temporarily increases his movement speed. If Chip attacks while this skill is in effect, he will charge towards an enemy which deals damage and knocks them back. With Chip's first skill and second skill, escaping from him is pretty challenging for most heroes. These two skills alone makes him a formidable support tank. His ultimate is called Shortcut. It's a pretty unique and cool skill which puts emphasis on his role as a support. Chip summons a portal which inflicts damage to all enemies within its range. It has 2 stages of damage. First damage is when it's summoned. The first damage stage also slows enemies within its range, while the second damage stage activates on its own a few seconds after it was summoned. The second damage stage also knocks enemies within range airborne. What makes this ultimate special, though, is not just the portal that Chip summons near the enemies, but also the portals Chip summons near his allies and the allied base. Allied heroes can use those portals to teleport towards the main portal Chip summoned near the enemies, which has the potential to flip the tides of battle by overwhelming the enemies with numbers. The portals last for 10 seconds, and Chip's allies can use the main portal to go back to the secondary portals where they came from. Do note, though, that the main portal can be destroyed. Destroying it, though, will be pretty challenging, especially if heroes are coming out of it. Another thing to remember is only allies that are far away from Chip will have a portal. If Chip's ally is too close to him, they will not get a portal at all. In addition to his ultimate, Chip has a fourth skill which is also fairly interesting. There are 4 portals on the map which are all available the moment the game begins. Chip can stand on one of those portals and teleport to another portal of your choice. This skill makes him a hero with excellent rotation prowess that can be a problem for most heroes opposing Chip's team. Overall, I think Chip is going to be an amazing hero. His abilities require teamwork, though, which means picking him in low ranks might not be a good idea considering how scattered most players in lower ranks decision-making are. On higher ranks, though, especially in trio or 5-man teams, Chip is an asset that has the ability to secure victory thanks to his unique and broken skill set. Let's check the gameplay footage playing as Chip. As we go through the video, we'll discuss his skills further and overall impact on both teams. One of the things I liked with Chip is he can be pretty good as a jungler. For a support tank, his jungle clearing efficiency is decent, capable of reaching level 4 in around 1 minute and 30 seconds. If I had an ally helping me out, I probably would have invaded the purple buff. But since Chip was alone, I decided not to. This is why his fourth skill is my favorite. Because of that, I didn't have to worry about not reaching the turtle in time because of how close Chip can get to the turtle simply by using that skill. It also has a decent cooldown time. For a skill that allows you to teleport to key areas, that's a pretty low cooldown. If it can be used for quickly getting close to enemies or objectives, it can also be used to easily escape if needed. As you just saw, that was initially a 2 versus 1 clash, but thanks to Chip's ultimate, it was instantly turned in a 2 versus 3 team fight. I guess the downside of Chip's ultimate is its long cooldown. Currently, its cooldown time is 60 seconds. This is one of the longest cooldown times in the game. Because of that, maybe using fleeting time is a good idea? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Chip's ability to quickly move from one lane to the other is what makes him so good. So if you are planning on getting him, now is the time to practice your map and field awareness. Oh, and another thing is, Chip can pass through walls using his second skill, but only when he dashes in to deal damage. During the initial phase, it only boosts movement speed. Personally, I think this hero is amazing. On his own, Chip is nothing special. But in a team that uses even the lowest common sense, he is amazing. His ultimate is absolutely broken. Can you imagine ganking this guy with 3 or even 4 heroes, and then he just goes and summons his entire team to his aid? Just look at how fast Chip can switch from one lane to the other.
Mega kill!
The Lord.
Understood.
I guess one of the downsides of his ultimate is with squishy allies. Since Chip's ultimate has a short range, his allies would be teleported right next to the enemies assuming they stayed within close proximity from the main portal. I think that's a scary predicament for some squishy heroes, especially for inexperienced players.
Unstoppable!
For some reason, Arethel decided to back out. We would have won that clash if she didn't. Not sure what caused Arethel's brain matter to leak. Overall, I think this hero is amazing. I feel hyped and will most likely spam him through the remainder of the season. Unless the developers make a drastic change and nerf him to the ground, he will be a very formidable part of the draft. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts on the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.